Hi there. Good evening. It's Lyle Benjamin, the Karma Guy. How are you all doing tonight? Well, tonight I'm going to talk about something that we don't often think about, and that's the amount of unnecessary noise we encounter in our daily lives. I live and work in a noisy city, New York. In Brooklyn, I live off a busy street, and between the nightlife on the avenues and the trucks doing whatever they do at 3 o'clock in the morning, it can get a little stressful at times. During the day, I'm in Manhattan, and it's the same thing: street noise and vehicle noise. But that's the price you pay for living in the city, right? Well, not exactly. Go into most other cities, and it's very different. Darn right peaceful by comparison. There are cities I've been out in California, didn't hear a police car, didn't hear ambulance, didn't hear a fire truck the whole time I was out there for days. Oh my God, it was so relaxing. And that was after they had the biggest fires like in the history of California. So I think New York prides itself on being the city that never sleeps, and it keeps everyone up as well, just to go ahead and prove a point, I guess. I was going through the subway the other day, and there's these gates, the emergency gates that people go through. And oh my gosh, every 10 seconds, it was banging, banging, banging. So on the way back home, I went up to the clerk at the attendance booth and I said, "You ever notice that noise?" And he said, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We've asked them to fix it, right? But they just don't do anything." And I said, how about one of the furniture pads that you put underneath your chair legs? They cost like 99 cents for a whole package at the dollar store. So he said, that sounds like a good idea. Well, next time I'm at the dollar store, that's exactly what I'm doing, right? Donating it to the MTA, City of New York, right, to do my small part. But it's not only that. When you're on the subway and in other places, people are playing their audio so loud that the headset noise, you can hear it from across the room. In Chinatown, where I have my office, and in other Chinese restaurants, not to pick on the Chinese, but this happens to be more pronounced there, they do what Bilbo Baggins hates. They're setting the tables and they crash the dishes, and it's so loud you can't even hear yourself talk. Sometimes you go into restaurants and the music is so loud you can barely carry on a conversation. There's music on hold that you can't stop. There's people who walk up and down the stairs, and for such petite people, or you would never imagine, but every time they take a footstep, it's like a bomb going off. Think about it. You hear trucks and cars and motorcycles operating as loudly as jets, and nobody's doing anything about it. Noise pollution can really affect our quality of life. And just because sometimes we get used to it doesn't mean it's doing our health any good. So, when planned acts of kindness get started, one of the things that we're going to go ahead and do is work on making people aware and reducing it. Imagine, right? You're in your car sitting at a red light, the light changes, you wait a couple of seconds, step on the gas, and go through the intersection. No one behind you honked angrily, and your whole day is filled with bliss. Simple things like that. So we can all be aware of it. We can all do our part to reduce a little bit some of the noises that we subject ourselves to, subject other people to. And when we hear things that are going creak and bang and blare in the night, or in the daytime for that matter, maybe we can do our small part to go ahead and shut it down just a little bit. If we get enough people working on this together, my God, right? What a peaceful feeling we'll all have. Even the word hush sounds peaceful. So, this is Lyle Benjamin, the Karma Guy, saying, have a peaceful night. Have a peaceful day. Meditate. Be calm. Relax. And we'll catch up with you sooner or later. Have a good night.